right, welcome back today, traders. It is a beautiful and sunny day today here in PA. Once again, the sun is always shining, the birds are chirping, and I hope you're out here enjoying this beautiful afternoon and what we call life. With that being said, traders, today's trade recap, we took two quick small scalps. Did not like the tail of the tape, and we protected capital. We based and held in the Asia and London sessions, and at 8:30, 9 o'clock, just straight 200-point rip up. Rejected that level. We rejected at market open. We did find a floor, this New York low. Once we started to find that low and we started to base at this New York open, I took a long here, in and out scalp. Again, thesis was correct. A little bit shaky hands, but also we don't have the confluence. I was also early. I have a 15-minute rule that I tend not to trade that first 15 minutes given the volatility, and you can see why. Had I waited till that 9:50, we're back up and above, we're basing. My target was this London session high. I would have taken off. I ran three contracts, I think, or two. I ran two originally just because of we're ahead of that 15-minute window. We're very volatile, as you see here. This is what 716 to 631. Like it's almost a 100-point swing. That's very volatile. So I should have waited for that first 15, and my entry would have been right here. Don't know if I would have held this level, but my stop was because I have run too tight of stops, and I've seen that. My stop was right here, at this candle, right here. I had thought about the New York low after we had that, but I had a feeling we might get swept, and I wanted to give myself a little bit of room. We were within that $300 to $400 range, giving me a little bit more room. So would not have been stopped out. Would have stayed in again. I just did not like the tape, and there's no reason to be caught in this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the volatility. I was early. We then moved on. Didn't really like, again, we are purple, red on this TTM. We did go back to green here, but I didn't like it. We didn't have confluence. Again, we've had divergence all week. We were rejecting at the time this New York high, this 26,857, 860 range. We were not getting above that for a solid 20 minutes, half an hour. So I felt comfortable shorting that. We were purple on that TTM. We seemed to have some confluence. We really did not get that. I did not like the tape. I honestly took about like I think 17 points or something like that in here. Maybe 20 some. I forget exactly what I took. 80, yeah, I got like 20 some. Was up $130 on the day. Ran, I think, 3 contracts on this one, 2 on the others one. A typical day where I'm running 8. Would have been about a $320, $340, $400 day. Not bad. Just again, running smaller contract sizes the last couple of weeks. We have not been doing well. Just I've hit a phase where, my growth itself is kind of consolidated. As you see, consolidation here. Not making a lot of gains, but I've only lost $303 the last 2 weeks. So we went from, again, 15 grand on the paper to the plus side, losing 6 to 7 grand, to now really managing and limiting that downside, that risk. But again, going back to this trade, I was looking for a move to that New York Open, even possibly to this 50 SMA or the VWAP. We weren't getting that in all week. As you see, we really weren't getting a lot of moves below this 20 SMA, and I did not like the tail on that tape. So I cut it. Again, 20 points here or so. We did rip up to the upside before virtually breaking down about an hour later. Didn't get much lower. And as you see here, we are in this wedge. We are breaking above. So let's see if they retest. Again, we're at all-time highs. I really didn't want to stay in this short given we've been bullish, the past 13 days. We've never had this before where I think it's 13 consecutive green candle closes on the daily chart. So very bullish. We're at all-time highs. Don't know necessarily where this is going to run out, where people are trapped. So didn't like it. Protected capital. We took $130 on the day, between 30 and 40 points on the day, and had been playing that 8 contract range. That would have been a nice day here today on the micro. So again, protecting the capital very well. Today we sold the tape well, and I'll be honest, I think part of that too is I'd mentioned I was going to turn off the people that I follow because I've just been following too many people. And, while they're great, they are professionals. They don't have my system, our actual indicators, and there are times that I'm missing moves because I'm listening to them and their feedback, and that's on me. So we cut the noise out today. We got back to green. We'll scale back up a little bit next week and get back on this right track. But I'm very happy. Did miss a bunch of moves this week due to weak hands, not being confident in myself and system. But again, we're getting back in that groove, getting back on the swing of things, and we really have protected and mitigated that downside, which is going to keep me alive long enough to capture these big moves. And when the market comes back into my style, my actual indicators, just not very, conducive for this market. Everything's been shifted, been twisted. So that's the name of the game. So again, green today, beautiful day. We are trading much less, and I'm starting to realize we are paid to be patient. We are paid for our patience. We are paid to be patient, not to make things happen. The more I wait, the more I am patient for my move, the better things happen. So that being said, traders, if you got any value from this today, please like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and as always, stay up, stay blessed, stay positive. Make it happen.